Well, hello everyone. Happy Monday. Honestly, I kind of feel like I do have the case of the Mondays a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. It's Sunday night and I have the case of the Mondays already. That's when they hit the hardest for me. So, yeah. We're going to make the best of it that we can. We are back on Tranquil Waters. Oh boy. So, let's get this out of the way straight away. Yeah. So, in the words of the legendary, might I say, Stan Bush, from his album Call to Action, a 1986 release, Call to Action, he had a song on there called The Touch. And I'm not going to lie to you, I sometimes feel like I've definitely got the touch for finding mods that don't behave, that is. You've got the touch, you've got the power, yeah. Oh boy. Check that song out if you if you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure old Stan was a one-hit wonder. I don't even remember that song. I think I heard it first on Boogie Nights when old Dirk Diggler, or whatever his name was trying to become a rock star, and he sang it, and it was hilarious. But anyways, I definitely have the touch because our global market mod that I decided to set up last time, doesn't this thing look just good? Not gonna lie to you. Little overpowered for what we're gonna be using it for, maybe, but it just looks good and it sounds good. In fact, this case just got an update. I don't know what, 2-3 days ago or something, for some new sounds. Mod author said they also corrected, I think, some graphics on it or something, maybe. Let's hop in. Let's check this thing out. We are gonna go do some bale collecting. Our global market mod. After the recording last time, I was having some issues with frame rates, and I thought it was an update I had done for Windows, actually a driver update for a chipset update. That was my first thought because I had done that not maybe a day before, but it wasn't that. Then I thought, well, I just added the global market mod. Why in the world that mod would have any kind of influence on frame rate, I have no idea. But after disabling it just for funsies, because it's the last mod I enabled, my frame rate settled down considerably. In fact, my frame rate settled down back to normal. I have no idea what's going on. I did a lot of testing this weekend with it. I don't mind hitting the bale there, Brad. I could replicate it quite easily, so there's no doubt in my mind that that's what's causing it. The issue is it's not just that mod. It's that mod and some other mod I've got going on here. So we are going to not have the global market mod at the moment. I've got the touch because I swear, remember on Hinterland when we enabled, we had that fish farming going on, and then we brought in the production upgrade mod, and the fish farming broke in a big way? I seem to just find the right combinations. The right combination of mods to just cause problems. I don't know what my deal is, but needless to say, I tried a lot of different things too. I went as far as to start a new Tranquil Waters game with the global market mod being the only mod activated. and I did not have any frame rate issues. So it's not just that mod. It seems to be that mod and something else. And for the life of me, I just don't understand how in the world a mod like that can cause frame rate. I would expect if I'm going to have frame rate issues from a mod, it's going to be from a tractor or a combine or a, you know, something physical. So I don't know what's going on with it, but for the time being, we are not selling to the global market. We are going to only be selling to local hands, I guess. That's a good chunk of bales we got there, I think. Now, I also was giving it some thought, and based at least on what we're going to be doing with most of our straw, our hay, our grass, and so on, it's probably going to be easier and better for us to just use a forage wagon, because we're going to be dumping into these silos quite a bit. Actually, now that I've said that out loud, I'm kind of thinking maybe it won't be the best idea, because they don't hold a lot. So maybe it would be best for us to dump into our storage area here and take it from there over there. They will take bales. Those silos do take bales. I don't know. We'll just have to try it out and see which way we want to go. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. One thing for sure, though, we don't really need to do any wrapping, because we've got... Oh, I'm glad that is... Yeah, okay. I'm not good with this auto-load trailer. I'm not going to lie to you. I have yet to really fully grasp and understand. Oh, it doesn't like... Does it not like... Oh, I see what it doesn't like. It doesn't like the... Hold on a second. Let's see if we can open HUD with mouse. Let's see if I can have some better luck with that. There we go. I have yet to really fully comprehend how the unloading works on this thing. If I hit Y right now, I've been through this before, right? We went through this on Hinterland. See? I hit Y, it just loads back up again. Is it B? And then Y? Oh, oh, oh. There they are. Okay. Well, maybe I'm figuring it out for this episode, and I'll forget it for the next one. But I was just thinking, you know, it might be easier for us. It might be easier all around to just use forage wagons. But I don't think we can store loose material. I don't think there's any place to just store loose material. Oh, no, there is. Of course there is. We've got... Hey, Brad, you need to turn on auto load. Did you not, buddy? Let's try that again. Oh, you know what? I think there's a reset. Yeah, that's what it is. Reset. Auto load. Wow. So... yeah, there is storage. We can store loose material in our silo. That might add up pretty quick, but we can definitely at least store loose material in our regular multi-fruit silos, so I guess there is that option. I don't know. I like baling. I enjoy baling. I actually, and it's really, I mean, I think it's a lot faster, right, at the end of the day, to just bale and then pick up the bales than it is to continually fill up forage wagons. I would imagine I think it's faster to do it that way, to bale, but maybe we'll do a little bit of both. So yeah, I don't know what my deal is with mods. I have good luck and I've got bad luck, and I'm just thankful that I had only enabled one mod before I noticed the problem. We'll see. Maybe, you know, it's a new mod. Maybe there'll be an update, and that might address some issues or something like that. I think we've got... I think that's it for our straw. Let's go see if we can... I don't think it's going to let us pick up grass, Brad. I think it's going to be upset with two different sizes. Unless they're the same size. Oh, yeah, they are. Giddy up. Don't... So... It is what it is. I think it's having a problem with... like I said, I think it's having a problem with another mod. I enabled the global market on a base game map on Elm Creek, and it seemed to behave. It was super obvious too. If I disabled it, when I disabled it, my my frame rate issues went instantly away. And I tried 2 or 3 more times, and I could easily replicate it. And in my line of work, replication is a big is a big prover. And if I can replicate something that that easily, then I can pretty much guarantee I know what the problem is. Speaking of, was watching an interesting video on the old YouTubester the other day. So it's just so, I don't know, it was on my feed. I love YouTube feed, you know, suggested feed. Sometimes they get it pretty good. Sometimes I have no idea where they're getting their information from of what I am going to enjoy watching. But I was watching, let's try something here. So if I understand this correctly, oh yeah, just hit the bail. So I want to go into transport position, right? So I'm going to hit B for transport position. I don't think straps seem to matter at all here. So we are now in the transport position. Just going to see if I can make any better sense of how this unloading works, because to me it's just not, it's nonsensical. Anyways, this video came up, and it was the dude that actually created, I have to be careful too about driving over these things because they will suck in our bales like instamatically. So we have to kind of be careful about which drop-off points we drive over, especially the animal ones. I'm actually considering putting the kibosh on this this pin here to free up some more room in this area here. Maybe put down another silage bunker if we want. But anyways, we really don't need animal pins, and if we do end up needing animal pins, we can always put them back down. I'll get back to this YouTube video here in just a second. I just got to concentrate as to what in the world it is I am doing to unload this. So it is right now in the transport position. I'm going to use my little mouse to put them where I want to offload. And why? Now see, why does that do that? I hit Y again. And that time it worked. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So back to the video. This dude was the guy that wrote the original code for Windows Task Manager. Now, any of you out there that has run Windows at all, probably, you know what Windows Task Manager is. This guy was the original author of Windows Task Manager. And it was super interesting to hear him talk about why he wrote it and how it made it into Windows. And I guess I just kind of assumed all along that Task Manager was something, you know, as much as I use it, at least in my job, I use it quite a bit. But I just assumed Task Manager was like an original Windows, not Windows 3, but once you got into like NT and Windows 95 and 98 and stuff. But evidently not. Evidently he wrote it, and eventually the right person saw it and decided to add it to the operating system. I just thought that was weird because I can't imagine Windows not having Task Manager. He's an interesting guy to listen to. I checked out another video on his channel about the Fork Bomb, Fork, and how with basically, I think it's like 8 characters, you can completely lock up any PC to the point where you're basically just going to have to, you know, hit the power and hold the power button down because it's game over. And it's not a virus. It's just a simple command that you type in. Never heard of this thing before. Thought that was kind of interesting. Sorry if I'm making you kind of sick with the old loop-de-loops here. So hopefully between the alfalfa that we have, the grass that we have, the straw that we have, we do have a silage fermenter over there, so we can make silage straight away. We can have that silage forwarded to our TMR mixer. We can get some grass in that TMR, and we can get straw in the TMR mixer, and we should be able to get some TMR made here relatively quick. Which means getting some income coming into the farm. I do want to get the composter fired up as well because our greenhouses require composting. Our compost for part of it, and I do want to get our composter going so we can get our greenhouses fired up. I think that would be I think the greenhouses will be a good side income for us, some passive income there. You might be saying, Brad, why are you storing everything? Well, because I think it's going to be easier to store most of this stuff first. Let's see here. So we've got the compost mixer. Our silage, we're definitely going to want to make silage. We've got a grass dryer, which I think the grass dryer just makes hay and dry alfalfa windrow. So basically alfalfa hay and regular hay. And I think for silage, our silage mixer is pretty nice because we can just toss a bunch of these grass bales in there and start producing silage. It looks like we get some digestate as a byproduct as well. We can do chaff, alfalfa, and dry alfalfa in here. And then the compost will take straw, grass, hay, wood chips, okay. Potatoes, alfalfa, and dry alfalfa for the compost. These recipes are pretty simple recipes too, which is kind of nice. Let's do this. Let's take our dealio. No, wait a minute. We are in the transport position. If I set this down, Maybe was I just too close to the... Let's get this thing as far away as we can right there. Now, I think unload bales is Y. Oh, man. So irritating. It's just so stupid. I don't understand. I really don't. Oops. Alright, let's see how much. Let's throw a bunch of grass. Let's throw some grass in here, man. Our biggest challenge, I think, is going to be the space, or the limited space we have. What's happening? Oh, this is alfalfa. Sorry. Okay, I was looking, thinking, man, hello. But it is sucking it in. This, I forgot this is alfalfa and not grass. Now, the other thing I'm curious about... Actually, this is holding a pretty decent amount. The other thing I'm curious about... What's an upgrade cost on this one? 88,000? If we have it set to storing, right? I think we can switch it at any time. I think we can switch it at any time to distributing. And... it will start distributing what's in there already, I believe. Is that correct? I think it works that way. If I remember right on Hinterland, I checked that out as well, and I think that's what it did. Now, just for funsies, I guess I can just go like that, because it shows right there. I don't have to keep going in there. No active productions. I know that. Silly, we haven't turned it on yet. Nothing on the screen. The other thing that I think might work for us too is if we store, let's toss a... Oh man, that sucked that in fast. I'm going to have to really be careful. Yeah, it's sucking it in fast. So the nice thing about storing it in our multi-fruit silo... if I can click on the right button, is that's an easy way for us to get out loose material from bales if we really want to. Pig food, mineral feed in there, alfalfa windrow. Okay. So yeah, that'd be an easy way for us to get loose materials from bales if we want to. I remember thinking... that there had to be like an easy way to go from bales to loose material. And if you have a multi-fruit silo like this, that is an easy way. But if you don't have a multi-fruit silo, like what you get in the base game maps that just come with regular silos, you kind of need a mod of some sort, I think, to be able to do that. Omatana's got a bale storage mod that I really like, that I've used a few times. I'm glad you're holding quite a bit, Mr. Compost, because we're gonna need it. But I do want to throw, I think, some in the silage. Let's check out our silage. So the silage will take that, and we can start. Yeah. All right. Let's do that then. Do we still have some bales over on the field there? I think we do, don't we? And then we've got our small little grass field as well. Those are those small bales, so we'll probably have to do those separate. I don't think you can mix match sizes. Did I do a reset on this thing? No, I did not. Reset. Operating position. Eventually I'm going to figure out how in the world I unload this thing without having to do the unload twice. I think I'm not doing the key combinations in the right order. I'm going to try it one other way here. Hard to believe we're just getting onto 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the first month on this map. And I think we're, whoopsie, I think we're 2 months away from being able to harvest our other fields, if I'm not mistaken. But we can get these fields prepped up. In fact, we're probably going to need to hop on that. I need to get back into the precision farming frame of mind. Haven't played precision farming in quite a while, not since we started Hinterland. And there's no precision farming on Throwback Thursdays either, so it's going to be kind of weird to get back into that mindset. One thing I definitely like about precision farming is, I think we got all the bales, looks like it. I'm going to throw this onto, well, you know what though? Maybe I shouldn't go to transporting. It seems like you should go to transport position, but it's saying Y to unload. So if I go this, like this route, I just know if I hit Y, it's going to jump back on our trailer. It's so disappointing. What's this unfold trailer business too? Oh, that's the ramps. Okay. And then Y to unload. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. With the auto, I know with the universal auto load mod, you don't deal with that nonsense. Let's try something else. So we're going to put it in transport position, right? I'm going to do Y to unload. I'm not going to move them. I'm just going to do Y to unload. And Y to unload. Well, maybe that's just how it is. Y to reset. B to pick up again. Enough playing around with the auto load trailer, Brad. Maybe that's just how it is set up. Alright, we'll throw it into transport position. I don't even know what good... I guess transport position... Hey, is that a... Looks like we might have, what, one grass bale in there, it looks like, huh? Ain't no thing. We can deal with a grass bale. I want to drive over our silo, but at the same time, I really don't want to because I have... Well, you know what? With these auto load trailers, a lot of times they don't register. The bales don't register as bales until you get them unloaded. Let's just see what happens if I take a little drive ski over here. Yeah, nothing. All right, cool. So maybe I don't have to be quite so careful about what I drive over. Where else did we want? We wanted silage, right? Let's go over and see if we can get some of these put away into silage. Yeah, I would like to get a little more room over here. I don't think we're gonna need... Is this pigs or sheep? Chickens? What is this? Chickens, right? No. Pigs. Looks like pigs, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's a... Maybe not. Alright. I think it's pigs. We can put the kibosh on that thing, free up some space over here so we have a little more room to drive around and whatnot. Alright, we are at our silage bunker. I am going to hit Y to unload. I am telling the trailer I officially want to unload. And right here, and Y again. Oh, thank you. That's actually, okay. And then Y to reset. Maybe that's all there is to it. Oh, most of it went in there too. Nice. How much room do we have Looking good. Mr. Silage, we need you. We can sell silage straight out too to some of the local farmers as well, if we so wish. But I would say early on, maybe we should be taking our silage and forwarding it on to our TMR mixer. If you all agree on that. The only other issue I could see is because you have no control over where it gets forwarded to. I don't think there's any other. I'm just looking to see if any of these other ones take silage. I don't think they do. So pretty much it's going to go to TMR. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and enable silage. We want it to distribute alfalfa windrow, I would say. Oh, grass too. We threw a little grass in there, didn't we? Grass and alfalfa windrow. And it will distribute. We can store digestate. Maybe we could just straight out sell it. That might not hurt to do that. I don't think we need digestate for just making sure. Water, compost, and manure. I'm going to look on this map. Something tells me old Stevie gave us a dryer. Something tells me he's probably put a slurry dryer, because it would be nice to be able to dry our slurry, our digestate, to manure, because we do need manure for our greenhouses, and I'd rather not buy it if we don't have to. It would be really nice to just be able to. I have to take a little bit more peek on what we're going to do with that digestate. I'm not really sure how much we're going to get as a byproduct there. It looks like for seeds, liquid fertilizer. All right. Yeah, if you've got any ideas on the digestate, it'd be nice to be able to take that and dry it somewhere. It might require another ingredient. I don't know. I don't think any of these. Whoops. I don't think. Let's turn on others. Let's turn on productions. Loading stations are on. Productions are on. Tip stations need to be on. Tools. Fertilizer. Small fertilizer production. Small seed production. And a crusher for lime. What's this fertilizer production do for us? Oh, it will take digestate. Okay, so it makes. Yeah, that's a bummer. So water and slurry, manure and digestate, and manure and slurry. So somehow or another, we're going to need to get our hands on manure, I think. But we'll figure it out. But that is going to do it for this episode. I'm going to go and probably go grab the rest of our little grass bales that are sitting on our small field. But hey, we got our first production started, which is nice. No matter how you slice it, it's going to start bringing some money into the farm, which is good. And hopefully that's the start of our new business. We're gonna have to start advertising our animal feed business eventually, I guess, so people know we're here and ready to go. You all have an amazing Monday. Thanks again for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for putting up with me and my nonsense. Stan Bush says, you have the touch. You are a winner. Just keep Stan Bush in mind if you ever feel down and out. You know, Stan says, you got the touch, baby. So make sure you take care of yourselves. Take care of each other, most importantly. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye for now.